All right, welcome back, everyone. We are live. Ooh, it's been a few days. Welcome back, everyone. J Bone here for Smash This Podcast. It's been wow, yeah, it's been almost a week. Holy cow! Yeah. Well, and like I said, one of the last times I was on, this last week, I was spending time with my son. My daughter came back from China. Um, and we wrapped up the week with the kids on was it Monday? And Monday I was just feeling like dog crap. Tuesday got even sicker. Have no clue what was going on with me. No clue. But so that's why this is coming out so late. And I apologize because I like to do my MLW Mondays when I can. Doesn't always happen. It's inconsistent. But nonetheless, I try to get this out um, one way or another because I love the product. And this, folks, hey, we got some chatters. What is up? This episode was absolutely cuckoo. A lot of fun. I thought that this was going to be the um, last episode from the Milwaukee tapings, but the next show is July. It's like the first week of July 5th or 6th or whatever that is. Um, so that means there's going to be one more. And it makes sense because we still have to see the debut of Albert Brooks and Austin Aries, or re-debut of Austin Aries. And we haven't seen that in the last 4 weeks. I've been waiting for that because that was a very good match when I saw that live. Oh, let's jump in the chat real quick. What's up, Jerry? Jesse Cole, what's up, too sweet? Randy Hawkins says the Von Erichs killed it on MLW. Dude, it was that place. I literally just watched it on YouTube. That the crowd reaction and what came off on TV does not give it justice. That place was loud. I mean, it was just apeshit crazy loud. And it felt like that segment went at least another 15, 20 minutes from what they showed on there. Um, it just went on forever. And that's not knocking it. It just went it felt like it went at least a half an hour, if not more. Um, did you see that wild epic beating on it? Yes. And feeling great. I'm feeling better. I'm feeling better. Bringing the pounce. No, man, they're bringing the claw, the old school claw. But yeah, let's jump into this. Um, this was a lot of fun. So we start out. This is episode number 63. This is the fourth. See, usually they do like 4 episodes per taping, which made me think this was going to be it because I was telling the people around me, I'm like, okay, the show is going to be about 4 hours. They're going to break this up into into 4 1 hour segments, but apparently I'm wrong. But that kind of wrong is not horrible. It's like, oh, this guy knows everything about MLW. No, I don't, but I know what they put out as a product. So, I didn't mean to come off as smarky in the audience with the people sitting around me. That was not my intention. It was just having some good conversation with fans. Um, but yeah, this is episode number 63, the fourth one from the Milwaukee um, tapings. Starts out with a rest in peace Sammy Callahan segment with yeah, right, Jerry. That was hilarious. Um, and seeing that live, I didn't even see, there was so much going on, and from where I was sitting, I didn't even catch that until I just saw that on the the episode on YouTube. Um, we got Selena De La Renta and Jimmy Havoc talk about Sammy Callahan and um that he's gone and I know that I know there's been a lot of controversy over the last week as far as what's going on with Sammy and why he's not there and all the stuff about the damage to the building and stuff. Um, I don't know. I can neither yeah, I don't know if that's kayfabe. I don't know if that's shoot. I don't know. Um, I have not I've not heard from anyone. I've not researched a ton of it, but the articles going around about Sammy damaging the building to the tune of tens of thousands of dollars um, is Kurt Bauer's statement saying it makes it very hard to go back to a location when someone like him creates that much damage to a building or something like that. He said something to that effect. And I was like, in first reading that, I was like, oh shoot, does that mean they're not coming back? Because well, Austin Aries made the announcement that Milwaukee is going to be a regular on the loop from now on, which I thought was just, I mean, the place exploded when he announced that. And that I'm assuming is not going to air. That actually aired, or that actually happened after Mance beat Callahan. And I've talked about this before, but I'm just reiterating it. Um, the Mance Warner versus Callahan uh, match was the last one of the evening. So what happened in this episode was kind of like all over the place. None of this stuff was in sequence. It's hilarious. Destroyed Milwaukee venue. The city got fired over that. Yeah, I don't know. It's really it's hard to it's hard to tell. I mean, if you watch the episode, um, $15,000 from a suplex on a bleacher doesn't make sense. But a, a fan almost got hit with a chair. I mean, so yeah, I don't want to overthink that. It's Callahan's gone. It is what it is. He's steadily working for Impact Wrestling and his own promotions and all over the place, honestly. Um, so yeah, it's whatever. But yeah, he's gone. Opening segment was cute. Jimmy Havoc. So apparently Jimmy Havoc's working alongside Selena De La Renta now, which is uh uh, it's different. It's not what I expected, but apparently she's also looking for more people for her crew, seeing as um God, I got no mods in here tonight. This sucks. So just don't cuss, guys. Um, I don't want to have to go over every single thing. Um, there was a segment also in here saying that she was watching Ray Horus and Flamita as far as joining her crew. So we'll see. I mean, stables come and go, people come and go. Um, whoever's going to join her crew, and I think Ricky Martinez, um, It might even be gone. I don't know because she really chewed him a new one. W, you're not listening to me. Anyways, um, all right. So next we got what's supposed to be the first match is Holiday versus Teddy Hart, which never gets off the ground. MJF comes out first with Aria Blake, I believe her name is. Yeah. And man, that green dress, she wore that all the way through the tapings. It was just horrible. Reminded me of something my grandma wore. Just crazy. Um, but yeah, he comes out on commentary. MJF is just gold. I could never I could never complain about him. He's just a prime heel. Um, and Teddy comes out and he's just amped up, ready to go. He's got his tag team belt. I thought it was supposed to be a middleweight championship match, but no, I misread that, I guess. But it was just supposed to be a non-title match, and he had his tag team belt out with him, and he keeps coming at MJF because there is a huge feud going on here with the Hart Foundation and the Dynasty. And he just keeps coming at him and keeps coming at him. Cornette's trying to get out of the way, just scrambling, practically falling into the camera over the table. It's just absolutely hilarious. Bacini gets out of the way, and all of a sudden, Holiday comes up from behind and attacks him. They double MJF and Holiday double team Teddy Hart, and they run off with his belt. Now, what didn't get caught on camera from when I was there was they said that Pillman and uh, Davey Boy Smith Jr. were running after him. They came out and then ran down the steps after them, and they all ran to the back or whatever. So that's the only thing that happened during that segment that was not caught on camera, or they didn't add it or whatever. Um, so there's that. So 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 the dynasty is in possession of one half of the tag team championships. There's that old rule that says possession is nine tenths of the, excuse me, nine tenths of the rule. I don't know, but it's just funny. So yeah, entertaining segment. It's like they said, the episode just starts off, off the rails already. Got this I don't know where the hell they filmed this, but it's obviously someplace close to where they were, in Waukesha near here. Some what do you call the water or the river? It's like almost like a sewer basin. Oh god, it just cracked me up. No, this promo was great. Old Manser talking about he's gonna go after Selena De Laurentiis crew, Promotions Dorado, and he's going head hunting this summer. So yeah, those guys got some targets on their backs. We'll talk about another one coming up here momentarily. Let's jump back in the chat here just for a minute. I never liked Callahan. I hope he takes his ass back to Impact permanently. He's been there for 2 years, and apparently you haven't been watching. Tessa Blanchard. See, and the original plan for Callahan was supposed to come back in July or later under a mask, and he couldn't make the booking for whatever reason. So they just killed. They squashed everything right here. If it was if it was for the Chicago date, that's the same weekend that Slammiversary is going on. And Impact has like 3 dates in a row leading up to, including Slammiversary that weekend down in Dallas. So Sammy's going to be down there for all that. That's probably why. So Tessa Blanchard officially challenged Sammy Callahan to a match at Slammiversary. Yes, I talked about that at length with my brother from another mother, um, Trent. We talked about that because that announcement came out yesterday, just hours before we recorded the new Total Nonstop Impact podcast episode, which should be up, was supposed to be up sometime today. I know Kyle was having some production issues. Hopefully that will be up um, as soon as possible. I know he doesn't like get these out super late in the week, but the last time I checked, it wasn't up yet because usually they tag me and stuff like that, especially if I'm on. So, and I haven't seen anything. So, unfortunately, that's not out yet from what I've heard. So, but yes, we did talk about that at length. So, check that out when you get the chance to. Selena's bitch. Ah. About like okay. Oh, I may be the feud with what? Corny. Oh, Cornette. Oh no, Cornette's not going anywhere. But I heard Tony Schiavone is coming back. For what dates, I'm not sure yet. She's not too attractive. What are you talking about, W? Jacob Fatu is going to take that title when he faces Lawler. Fireball to the face. Oh, in Chicago? Maybe. MJF and Orton Jr. Oh, because I've called him to saying that he looked like the Warthog. MJF. Yeah. Yeah, I've said that Holiday looks like a young Orton. All right, so back to this. We get a nice little match out of Jordan Oliver versus Isaiah Velasquez. And Myron Reed is so funny because this is where he was walking back and forth. He walked like right in front of me like 2 or 3 times because I was right in the next section of bleachers just off the camera to the right. But yeah, he was walking back and forth, and you if you're watching the action in the ring, the background looked really dark during that segment. I'm not sure why, uh, but yeah. So, but yeah, they do mention him back there, so that was funny. But yeah, Jordan Oliver came out to one thing that came over really well was the amount of boos that Jordan Oliver got. Oh my goodness. Um, yeah, I don't listen to Cornette's podcast. Um, I I appreciate Cornette for what he is on here because I've listened to a few of his podcasts and it's just oh my god, shut up. It's just he's just a raving lunatic on there. When he's talking about the match, he's talking about a feud or he's talking about historical stuff relating to a feud or the match or whatever. I can appreciate that. He's a great mind when it comes to that stuff. But when he's just ranting about shit, I stay away from that. It's I don't have time for that, you know. I try to stay away from negativity, but you know, and he's allowed his opinion. If he don't like something, he don't like something. Whatever. I'm not gonna go out of my way to listen to him. I mean, he's he likes stuff, I like stuff. I don't like stuff, he doesn't like stuff. Whatever. Um, Jordan Oliver does come out with a win here. The end sequence was pretty badass. Hits hits Velasquez with I'm trying to read my notes. Damn. Hits him with a stunner from jumping from the outside of the ring to the inside of the ring in the corner, rolls him out, and then jumps off the corner second rope and hits him with I guess, you call it like a springboard cutter. Um, Impressive stuff. I mean, you can hate him for his looks or his attitude because he's young and he looks snotty as shit and whatever. But man, this kid is something, and he's a young buck. He's like 19 or 20. Young buck, the term. So, but yeah, Jordan Oliver comes off with a win here. Um, and we've seen him a few times. He's had a few wins in his belt, so I would not be surprised sometime later this summer or maybe as late as this fall if they're building up his character, he might get a middleweight championship shot. Maybe, who knows? We'll have to see. Low key. Okay, now I talked about this match. I talked about this match a week or two ago because I didn't. This went so quick, but the crowd reaction was so good, and it didn't. What came off again on this taping didn't give it justice. What I'm talking about is Low Key versus Tom Coffey. Tom Coffey comes out, and we're like, to a stream of who are yous. So he's in the ring by the time the who are yous are done. Okay. So that was funny right off the bat. Low Key comes out. Now this is like one of like the second match of the evening. So this is way early. Okay. From what I remember, I think it is super early in the evening. Could have been the first one. I don't know. I'm trying. It's hard to remember because this was 4+ hour evening. Um, but Low Key comes out. They start the match. He charges across the ring, just like you see here in the match, hits him with the forearm. Coffee goes down and is just out cold. Not no more. Sayonara, goodbye. He's just gone. And it's over like that. And the crowd reaction was like when he hit him and knocked him back across the ring and he just collapsed in a heap. Uh what you saw on this episode did not do it justice. It was loud. The crowd was like, "Oh," it was a very deafening like shock from the crowd when he hit him 100 miles an hour and just TKO'd him. Um, so yeah, obviously something new we're going to see going forward from Low Key as far as a finisher. I mean, he's a pretty technical guy, but man, he will scrap the hell out of you. Crazy stuff. So yeah, ref stoppage, Low Key wins, and then the camera follows him backstage, and he calls out Contra. So very interesting that he's pretty much done with Selena De Laurentiis crew. That's done, and he calls out Jacob Fatu. So I don't know if they're going to face off in Chicago because Fatu's already booked for a championship shot, but I got a feeling Low Key is going to start going after Contra in the coming weeks during the Chicago taping. So we'll have to wait and see for that. To a pulp. Lawler versus Fatu. Yes, that is going to be crazy. I was shocked when that was announced, but when I was talking to Fatu before the event, I told him, I said, I see big things for you, man. And I'm not psychic or nothing, but man, I can see it a mile away. This guy is just, he's special. You you see him in the ring, he's got so much charisma and he's got that lineage which don't help. I mean, excuse me, doesn't hurt him. Doesn't hurt him. Excuse me. My words, my goodness. Spin on keeping it 100. Yeah, I didn't listen to that either. It's so hard to listen to. I mean, I like Conan's podcast and I listen to it once in a while. I listen to highlights and stuff, but man, it's so hard to listen with Disco. Disco is just annoying as shit. I mean, it was fun seeing him on Impact Wrestling, don't get me wrong, but man, when you're just listening to him just ramble about shit, it is annoying as hell. Oh my god. I don't know what's worse. I don't know what's worse, listening to Cornette ramble on his podcast or um or Disco. It's a toss up, seriously. I work with Conan, he's next event. Maybe. Oh, Conan's returning at the next event. Yeah, he got cleared. I don't know what that means, what he's gonna do. I don't think he's really gonna have a match, but I know he's kind of like on this year-long farewell thingy going on. I'm not sure. Yeah, I haven't heard too much about it, but he was supposed to have a big match at Triple Triplania with Vampiro. Vampiro's all jacked up, but then all of a sudden he's feeling like $1 million. He put on a post a week or two ago, so I don't know what the hell's going on with that. Crazy. My favorite finisher is still the Warriors way. Oh, from Low Key, yeah. At least I think that's what that is. I don't know it. I love Low Key, but I'm just not too familiar with his names and shit. All right, so Loki takes out Tom Coffey, calls out Contra. We call that Dr. Wagner. Dr. Wagner Jr. is coming to MLW. Cue the John Bon Jovi music. Oh my God. And that's, if you're not familiar with that, if you saw the promo on the show, that's what they play when he comes out. And that's all they showed was AAA footage because that's all he's been doing the last, since God knows when, his AAA and Mexican stuff south of the border. Um, and Lucha Underground. Lucha Underground was actually my introduction to him. I was like, wow, who's this guy? And then I started researching him and seeing how, what kind of history he has with wrestling. I was like, oh wow. And I started paying attention to AAA a little more, but yeah, talk about bringing in a veteran. Now, I don't know if he's just going to be this taping or if he's going to be touring the States with MLW on a regular basis. I know visa issues are no joke when it comes to people from other countries, not just Mexico, but Japan and worldwide, uh, Canada, everywhere. People trying to come in and work when they are booked by an American company. It's not just them coming into America saying, hey, book me, give me a job. No, people are bringing them in from outside, and it's hard sometimes to bring them in. So, obviously, everything's honky dory with visa issues for these guys because I think I heard he's coming in with his son, but they're not advertising his son. So maybe it's just Dr. Wagner, but I thought he was supposed to be booked for Dr. Wagner Jr. and his son versus Los Parks, LA Park and his kid. So we'll see. Um, but yeah, can't wait to see that go down in Chicago. That's I mean, those guys have been wrestling forever, but to see it on a different stage, that's cool. I'm excited about it. They advertise more stuff for Lawler and Fatu July 6th and Chi-Town coming up early July. Then we get to the main event, and oh my god! Like I said at the start of this review, this felt like it went at least a half an hour, 45 minutes. This went a very long time, like well past the arm raising at the end, because I think they even went outside and did a lot more scrapping and fighting and eye gouging and whatever, everything else. It was nuts. Contra, consisting of Samael, Fatu, and Gotch versus Tom Lawler and the debuting Von Erichs, Marshall Von Erich and Ross Von Erich. And man, when they hit the ring, that place went batshit crazy. It was so fun, so awesome. Um, it's really hard to like talk about highlights because it was so bonkers. Everyone all over the place. Some of it hard to see because it was at ringside. But even after it was over, the ref getting put through a table, like someone said in the chat, the announcer even got hurt, which we on the other side of the arena at the time didn't even realize because we're way over there and there was all these people running around, security, agents, extra refs getting taken out. One of them got put through a table. Um, I think one of the things that got the biggest pop was it Lawler? Oh, Lawler coming back with a board that was about this thick and just clocked it over Fatu's big head and oh my god. Oh my goodness. Just I believe that's what that drew one of the holy shit chants of the evening. Uh which there were several, just cuckoo. So much fun. These guys look great. Um, it's so exciting to have the Von Erichs as a part of this brand. And I get it. They don't want to like leave home much. They want to pick their dates and whatnot so they can come in, work a match or two, and shoot some promos and whatever. And then they can go home for a month or more and then come back, which is pretty much what they did. Not a bad deal, So I don't know what they're getting paid or booked to work at MLW for these dates, but it's got to be decent enough that they're doing it because uh, they passed up other places like the WWE, and that says a lot. Of course, they would have been just run ragged, in WWE. They would have had to move to Florida, and well, the schedule is down in Florida. They work them all over the place, all the war memorials and all that stuff. And then there's the other touring NXT that's all over so there's that. But yeah, they chose to go with MLW and pretty special, I mean, just think somewhere down the road, we're going to get the Hart Foundation versus the Von Erichs. Let that sink in just for a second. How awesome is that? We're going to have the new Hart Foundation. They called them the new Hart Foundation when they started with MLW last year, but now they're just dubbing themselves as the, excuse me, damn, dubbing themselves as the Hart Foundation, which is fine, They're the only ones, with the Hart name that are running as a clique, a stable right now, So, um, and with the next generation of the Von Erichs, it's just it's something to behold, and I can't wait to see it. I hope it happens in my backyard down the road. We'll see. We'll have to wait and see. But man, yeah, this fight was really special. There wasn't a lot of wrestling in this. It was a lot of craziness, a lot of just brawling. But that's been building. Because it's just been attack after attack after attack from Contra, and it's been a long time coming for some revenge. Um, like Cornette said during this episode, um, This is the first time that I think Contra's actually looked barely, but looked somewhat vulnerable. You know, kick out of Fatu, punching the keeper. Just stop the bell ringing. Yeah, I think I missed that, but yeah, they just ring the bell and ring the bell. That'd been pretty funny. It's, I mean, that's also an alert for everyone else to come down too. So stop ringing the bell. Kunk. Goes to Dallas. Stefan ERICHS going crazy. Plus the Dallas venue is a big hockey arena. Oh, okay. Yeah, I haven't heard where MLW is going, but that's gonna be for. Is that War? No, no. They're doing Chicago, then they're going back to New York for Never Say Never or whatever it's called, Never something, and then they're doing the Dallas debut in I believe September. Don't quote me on that, but I think that's when it is. It's later this fall, end of summer, early fall. Um, and that's it's supposed to be the replacement for War Games because WWE got the War Games thing, and it's called War Chamber something. A War Chamber, I think that's what they're calling it. So it's going to be the equivalent of War Games. So, but MLW owned that for a long time. Apparently, they were doing it since their reinception over the last few years. So, very popular in Dallas. Yeah, that's where Sportatorium, Von Erich's very popular in the South. That's their home. They're the original lineage, their home. Yeah. War Chamber. Yeah. So, yeah, ton of fun. Can't wait to see that. Um, I'm not sure what else we're going to see next week, but it's got to be the Aries match with Albert Brooks. Um, I have no clue what you're doing, W. You're just typing a bunch of. Yeah, you've got like 10 typos, Stu. Just stop typing. Jeez Louise, you're spamming the shit out of the show. Um, block your ass again. Crazy. Friggin' butt dialing me or something. All right. So, yeah, that's it for this one. We're going to get out of here. Not too much else that I really wanted to talk about. Um, I'm waiting to hear back from some people on joining me about the Stir Tapper channel. Oh, well, thank you. And welcome. That's not a name I'm familiar with, but welcome. Um if you're digging it, give the show a like, give it a sub. There's plenty more of this where it came from. And ring that bell for notifications. You guys know the rest. Excuse me. Damn. All right. Yep. Losing my voice. Time to go. Uh, but yeah, I'll be doing Sportatorium was demolished, yes. Sadly. Yep. Within the last handful of years. It's somewhere within the last decade, I think. Found you through the International Small Business Day. A moment in search. Oh, through the Google video? I left a comment on there about hey, you're celebrating small business. Google put out a video celebrating Small Business Day. And I was like, oh, you're celebrating small business. Oh, well, if you're celebrating small business, why don't you remonetize all the channels you took monetization away from? It's like just as the channel started earning money, you took it away. But you're celebrating small business, $1 billion company. That That's YouTube. Facebook is no better. I run into problems with them all the time. Tried to change the name of the Facebook page. And through 4 appeals, they told me every single time the same thing, same message every single time. Don't tell me that Facebook ain't run by robots. Those sons of bitches. Whatever. I deleted it, made a new one. Uh, so all the social medias now are smash this podcast. So yeah, I'll be doing 1,000 subs. Yeah. So yeah, we're trying to get there, but it's a slow climb. It comes in waves. I'll get a popular video. Usually like a pay-per-view. Um, all my social medias are the W. I never see you on social media. Um, well, here's one sub for you. Thank you. Thank you, the Dapper Gent. Much appreciated. Much love, dude. You get a too sweet from the J-Bone. So that's going to do it for this one. Keep an eye out for the AEW. Oh, goodness. What is it called? Fighter Fest. We're going to do some predictions. Hoping to have some guests on. I'm not hearing from them. Hoping to work that out. If it doesn't work out, I'll have them back. It's not like I don't like the guys. Trying to schedule people to have on people that have lives unlike me. It's not always easy. It's understandable, so it happens. What are you going to do? Do you want me to follow you? W, all my social medias are down below. If you want to give me a follow and you want to chat it up, it's all good, man. It's all good. Check out my tweet to you. Okay, I will. When I'm done with this. Hey, what's up? Selfie King, I'll tell you what's up. We're wrapping this up. You came in late, but that's okay. You can go back and watch the whole thing again. All right, before my voice gets any worse, we're going to get out of here. Thank you all for tuning in for this review of MLW. What a crazy, crazy ass episode. Can't wait to see the conclusion of the Milwaukee tapings next week. The Albert Brooks, Austin Aries match is absolutely tremendous. And I can't even think of what the hell else they're showing. I feel horrible. I know I'm forgetting like part of the card. I was even looking through my notes from past episodes and I can't remember what the hell they had in there. That night was so loaded. It was ridiculous. But I can't imagine them not showing it. It was a great match. It was. I just can't think of what else they're going to do. But it was a kind of a long match from what I remember. At least 10, 15 minutes. So all right, we're going to get out of here. Thanks for tuning in. We'll be back hopefully tomorrow night with some AEW predictions. I got to catch up on the wrestlers. Documentary series. It's been very good. I'll get caught up at some point. It's oh my goodness. There's the deathmatch one, the women's one, which was very good, and then there was one talking about the Mexican wrestlers trying to come across, and they got it's featured with Phoenix amongst others. So yeah, this is a great series behind the scenes in indie wrestling from literally around the world. Please go check it out. Viceland. I'll be reviewing all of them, or what I might do just to catch up is I might, combine a few just to save some time. But we'll see. But nonetheless, I will get them done. I promise. I love the series. I support it. Please, I ask you to too. Go check it out. Viceland on Wednesday nights. Last week they showed 2 of them. I'm not sure what they're showing this week. In fact, it was just on and I missed it. So I got another one to catch up on now. Shit. All right, so we're out of here. Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to smash that like button, smash that sub button, and ring that bell for notifications so that you know when more of my content hits. Oops. Wow. Screwed up my own gimmick. Hits your screen. Damn. All right. Yeah. We're out of here.